I absolutely love Harry Potter. I wanted to go see the museum for the movies in Tokyo. So for the first time in many years, I took a Shinkansen. And I love the bullet train. It was a fun experience that I don't get to do often, so I still enjoy it. Look at how dry, non-dehydrated, and happy I am. The horrors of summer have yet to set in. Being inside a bullet train is actually kind of nice. The space is nice, and there's assigned seating if you get it, and I really enjoyed it. You know, nothing like having a small whiskey and looking at Mount Fuji. I don't drink often, but on a bullet train it is kind of fun. Once I got to Tokyo Station, I had to go to the Crayon Shinchan store because I love that place. I'm a big fan of the anime. I've seen pretty much everything, especially since I've been living here. And I got a little bit obsessed and bought too much out of this. The prices are insane, but you know, it's things you can't get anywhere else. Being from central Japan, I've never seen these glass doors in the trains. This was actually in the subway, but yeah, it kind of blew my mind. We were in Asakusabashi, and so I checked into my hotel, and I really wanted to go see the Starbucks roastery. So I decided to fight summer and take a cab. And it was one of those few times in Japan. I think I've been in a cab 3 times in a decade and a half. But yeah, it's fun. I felt like a VIP. Found the Starbucks Reserve Roastery. It's basically like a normal Starbucks, just a little bit higher quality and higher prices. So we decided to go eat at a izakaya for some uzara tamago. Yay! The hotel had a very unique opportunity to stand on the roof, so I decided to go get a shot of Night Tokyo. Summer Night Tokyo. Asakusa's nice. Good place to stay. In the morning coffee is the most important meal of the day, so I decided to get a big one, especially iced because it's 1 billion degrees outside with full humidity. This was in the station, and I don't know, I got a kick out of that. Such a neat thing. Summer's setting in. I'm dying a piece. And for anyone that ever watched Ranma, it's set in Nerima, so I had never been there before. There was really no reason to go there, so I was like, oh, when I first saw it. But that's where we were for the shoot. They decked out the station to kind of have a Hogwarts feel. The making of Harry Potter. I thought the bathroom sites were so cute. The store was amazing. If you like Harry Potter, there's pretty much everything that you could probably want in the area. From character goods to, you know, the Sword of Gryffindor. I mean, you can buy everything. A lot of it is crazy expensive, but honestly worth it. At the end of the video, I show what I bought. I got too much. I love, though, the way that it's all set up. I really wanted that sword, but it was sold out. And that broom was insanely overpriced, but I still wanted it. I wanted everything. I don't know why I'm saying I wanted it, like that's something unusual. The books floating looked really cool. It's super obvious that they're on poles in the video, but when you're there, it's a little harder to see. It looked really cool. I enjoyed every minute, and I had not even started going through the tour yet. It was just going through the store. I would have gone here just for the store, to be honest. This was too cool. They decked out the food area like the Great Hall, so you could sit at the tables and eat. The art with the house elves was adorable. I decided to get something on the way out, but I wanted to take pictures before I went in. I don't know. I just felt like they might be closed by the time I was leaving. Yeah, all the candles floating and everything. Oh, it looks so cool! Love it, love it, love it. So this was an interesting area. When you first enter into the museum area, there are posters from all over the world for each of the movies. I'm sorry, the footage is a little bit weird. It's super dark in there, so I tried to take a good picture. Chwa. Looks pretty good. So since it was my birthday and I was on production, they were like, hey, you want to open the door? And I was like, yes, 100% yes. You can see my happy face. Hogwarts! They had all of the costumes, all of the props. It was amazing how well put together this was. Sorting hat. There was a lot of these little areas where it explained, in English and Japanese, different props and things. I believe that's supposed to be the founder of, or the first headmaster of Hogwarts. This is a cool room too, because you walk around a corner. The way it's set up is smart. You walk around a corner and there's something amazing to see. And when I walked in, I realized, oh, hey, it's the staircase room. So seeing everything move and the way that they did it was really cool. That was a lot louder than I thought it was. All the people that were in the motion paintings. It was kind of fun. I didn't want to wait in line for it, and you know, I was working, so there was, you know, I just took a fun picture. The fat lady. For to measure. I believe that was the password, at least in one of them. And they had the set for the Gryffindor common room. It looked really cool. I love the tapestries and stuff. It just has such a cool interior. It's definitely got its own feel. And it's the bunk room, which was really, really neat to see. I like all the bedding, everything. It's just so meticulously put together. I just thought that was a neat shot. I want that Gryffindor flag. The Slytherin common room looks really cool. I never noticed all the little details in it until you can sit and look at it without the camera moving around, and there was like skulls and stuff everywhere. It was cool. Skele-Gro. Quidditch. The Quidditch set, that would be something fun just to own. If I could own a movie prop, it'd probably be just the Quidditch set, just because it's so unusual looking. Seeing the amount of time they put into each and every prop is nuts. Later on, you'll see the books, and I'll explain what I'm talking about a little bit more. Tri-Wizard Cop. Yeah, that was neat. And then all the little things in the background. I believe some of this was from Dumbledore's office, and a lot of it was from the Room of Requirement. It was just neat to see everything and read the names on things. Because, you know, again, in the movies, they don't really put anything, you know, they don't hold the camera on something long enough to tell. That training dummy is also awesome looking. It was way bigger than I thought it was, too. I'm 6'1", and that towered me. But yeah, it looked really, really cool. All the little details. All the cups from divination class. And from the chess game, the vanishing cabinet, that was ornate. They really did a good job on that. Dumbledore's office. Dumbledore's office was a cool set piece. They had so many details in there, including that painting, which I would love to own. But yeah, it looks so cool in there. It's neat to look at all of the paintings and realize that they put time into this. To make it feel real, they put time into this. Including all of the memories. I believe all of these had to do with Tom Riddle. It's so neat just to see all the labels and everything. It's hard to see on the video, but when you're up close you can see the labels and they're all dated and have, like, you know, kind of a brief description. One last look at Dumbledore's office. I think it's most famous for at the point, I believe it was in the Order of the Phoenix, when he escapes the Ministry and the actual Sword of Gryffindor. That's so cool. Looking like security for Dumbledore's office for some reason. I don't know why I couldn't relax and take a picture. I look ridiculous. Gotta love Luna. It's most of the popular wands and an explanation. The Death Eater masks, which look really cool up close. And outside of Luna's house. I don't remember whose that is. And then I was surprised how small that was. She's a very short actress, but perfect. Yeah, the potions room was really, really cool. All the little ingredients and everything. It just looked so awesome. Areas you can't walk through, but I would love to have taken a picture out there. All the potion ingredients and everything. It's just so incredibly detailed. I absolutely loved it. All of the teachers, including Flitwig's first look, the Mirror of Erised. Coral off in the corner. I love how he's painting a picture of him, painting a picture of himself. Such an awesome look. Defense against the dark arts. This was a really cool little room. It was really, really busy though. I think everybody likes it, so people were standing there taking pictures forever. It was hard to get a good picture. I wanted to look like a teacher. But yeah, all the books. Now here's the thing I didn't know about the books in the movies. They're all written. There's stuff on every page. And it's absolutely insane, the detail. So someone basically were like, hey, we need a standard book of spells. Hey, write that real quick. I don't know, it's insane to me, but it's so well made. The Gilderoy book is very cute too. They did a good job on that. I wanted to look like I was relaxing, but I look like I'm depressed. And then I wanted to look like I was getting a book from a top shelf. Haha. Fun picture. Voldemort! I remember seeing this in all of the movies as well. All the rules. And then going into the Forbidden Forest. They did a really cool thing where they lowered the temperature. And it actually was a lot cooler in this area. But yeah, it looked really, really cool. And of course, gotta have the car. This was awesome. If you stand in one place too long, they come out and dement you. It's really, really cool. As soon as I started walking, then it went to the next person. Aragog is big. Hagrid! I love how he has teddy bears on his bed. That is so cute. Again, just details you wouldn't notice unless you're just really looking. Did stop for a butterbeer. It started to get way too hot outside, so yeah, as you can tell, I'm sweating to death. Inside the night bus. Stop, I need help. Yeah, I just want to take a fun picture with it. They even rebuilt Harry's house. So Privet Drive was there. Just kind of looked like a British house. But yeah, it was done really well. Very fun to go in. They had the room under the stairs. And the set piece they decided to go with was from Prisoner of Azkaban, which was awesome. And then of course the first one. Philosopher's Stone. They did a really good job putting this all together. Harry's bedroom window. The backside of Marge. This is when you're walking out. I wanted to get a better picture, but it was hard to get because there were so many people obviously clamoring to get pictures in the bridge, and I didn't want to take a bunch of pictures of people I don't know. But yeah, the chessboard was really cool. It's just neat to see. And love that. Gotta take a flying leap. And the Hogwarts Express. It was cool. You could walk into it and you can see, like, they set up the mannequins and did backdrops and stuff, so you could see each car and area. And of course, you know, they gave one to Luna, which is adorable. They were selling a lot of merchandise of Luna. I feel like she's maybe the most popular character in Japan, at least. I don't know. And the Ministry of Magic was so incredibly well done. This was the coolest area by far. They have the Flu network you can come in through, and it just looks amazing. You know, I like the detail on that. The Magicker's Might statue is so incredibly good. I believe this is the one they used in the movies, and it's just like, again, the creative detail of the offices and all the things that moved. It was amazing to see. I don't know if these are the actual props or not. It kind of does look like that. The Baskel's head. Hello, little Dobby. Creature looked really cool up close. That was neat looking. And then all the skulls. That's just weird, but it was such an unusual thing to see. It was cool. And then all the masks for the goblins were horrifyingly cool. Not a big fan of Fantastic Beasts, but I love Niffler. And then you could do your own little Quidditch video, but it was, you know, again, I was working, no time. The Weasley radio. And then finally, Diagon Alley. And it looked awesome. They did such a good job on this. It was by far the most crowded area, so again, hard to take pictures, but I had to wait until I could get a good one of Ollivander's, because that's just neat. It's so well done. But yeah, just all the different shops and all the different things, you know, you've seen it a million times in the movies, but it was just, it's so neat to see it up close and really get to see the details on things. And Fred and George's store. But yeah, it looked really cool. Gringotts looked awesome. The bookstore was set from the Chamber of Secrets, so a lot of Gilderoy Lockhart stuff. The Quidditch supplies is just something neat. Again, it's just neat stuff. And I always remember the hair cutting thing from the first movie. It's, I don't know, they focused on it, and I always remembered it. Oni Oni. It's cool, all the papers. The Quibbler, there's a lot of recreations of the Daily Prophet, but the Quibbler looked really cool. Some of the stuff is just so neat. Again, they put so much time into the writing, you know, things you don't even really see just to make it feel more fleshed out, but all of the paperwork and everything is done and done well. It's awesome looking. Loved it. The Black Family Tree. All the different little books and textbooks and advanced potion making. I really wanted to get a look inside that Rita Skeeter book. I think that's fully written as well. I would be curious to see. And then when you walk out at the very end, there is Castle Hogwarts. The scale is pretty huge, to be honest. It was an entire room, but yeah, it looked amazing. The lighting was really good. You can't really capture it with a camera. That's not too professional, but it was amazing. And then back out to go have something to eat. Hadn't eaten all day. Decided that since it was my birthday, I wanted to do, again, an iced coffee because I was dying. And then took some stuff to go and found myself with Gryffindor cupcakes, which were delicious, worth the price. And of course I had to go to Akihabara. It was so hot, even the birds were hiding from the sun. It's insanity. I met Naruto, that's cool. Sailor Moon, I'm buying that. That's too pretty not to own. And gotta love Dragon Ball. #1 anime of all time. Shot something for a drama at Carl's Jr. And then went to near the TV studio is another little Harry Potter area that I was unaware of. So near TBS, there's a TBS, that's the broadcast area. And then I bought some mugs and a lot of other stuff. Yeah, I have a bit of an obsession with Harry Potter, I think. I'm a fan of stuff. I like cool things. But yeah, a little bit too much maybe.